Oh my god. There's been no sound this entire time? Oh. Oh, the pain. Wrong thing. Oh, the pain. I have been just talking away. Oh, the pain. Oh, the pain and suffering. I hate switching to a new streaming system. Oh, man. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, cool. Cool. We'll start. I can't find my phone, so I wasn't even able to like look at chat until I quickly checked. Oh my god, most professional streamer here, just the most professional. A plus. All right, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We're learning about Arctic foxes. I've been talking about them for 15 minutes straight, very excitedly. Okay, so Arctic foxes. They're omnivores. A group of them is called a skulk or a leash. I prefer skulk. I think it's more adorable. In the wild, they live 3 to 6 years. They are of least concern, which, if you click for more information, they are relatively low risk of extinction. So, woo woo. They are incredibly hardy and can survive in temperatures as low as 58 degrees Fahrenheit, which, as you may have remembered, when you just saw it instead of also talking, is 50 degrees Celsius. Their white fur in the winter makes them incredibly amazing at camouflaging, and their thick tail is also helps for balancing, especially when they do their little hippity hops into the snow. Adorable creature. It is the only member of the canid family that changes its colors according to season, being browns or like grayish browns in the summer, and then being white in the winter. And then they also have a summer coat and a winter coat. Their scientific name means hare-footed fox. I cannot say the indigenous name. The and Inuk. I cannot say that. Um, but that's what it is. I tried to look up pronunciation guides. It did not help my case. The dens that female Arctic foxes use can be upwards of 300 years old, some with as many as 100 entrances in various states of use and repair. Um, Arctic foxes also have the largest litters out of, I believe, any canid or feline. Um, their average is 11, and they can often have upwards of 17 babies in one go. When I volunteered at the local zoo, they had a pair of Arctic foxes that bred that year, and they had 13 goddamn babies, I believe it was. Um, they were all so cute, though. Also, they're born different colors depending on their gender, which is kind of a really neat thing. I believe which one is born, like one's born brown, the other one's born white, and I forget which is which, but it was super fascinating to see, um, two different colored kits running around, and that's how you can tell what gender they are. Um, Now we're gonna go back to reading all this fun stuff. Um, so it was Arctic fox was occasionally eaten by different Inuit groups. It was most often an emergency food, or the Arctic fox was used to find food because they mark where they bury their food with a bit of urine, and so tribes could learn that and then just follow signs of fox, and eventually you will find where they have buried their kills, and they were able to get like caribou and elk meat, Arctic hare, and other more traditional foods rather than eating Arctic fox. But Arctic fox was still used, and then of course, if it was killed, the fur was used for insulating, and because the fur is so goddamn freaking warm. By the 1960s, Inuit trapping and hunting of Arctic foxes was focused on the pelt and fur trade, making things like neck warmers out of the tails and then selling the pelts for cash, in order to survive in a like post-colonial world. Um, the hunting season was from December to March, and men would establish permanent trapping camps there to basically just go up there, do their thing, and make money for their family. Traditionally, pitfalls or deadfalls were used, but then as metal traps became more accessible, those were used instead. The tail could also be used to soak up the blood of another animal because it would freeze in the tail, and then you could boil that in water and make a blood broth, and that would help make the nutrients go further, make sure more of the animal was used, and it was especially important during times of famine or extreme weather. We're going to talk about Ada Blackjack, who was an incredible Inuit woman. She was born in 1898. When she was only 8, she was alone with her father. He fell deathly ill. She packed him in a sled and mushed through the night towards Nome for help. Unfortunately, he died on the way home. At 16, she got married to a dog musher named Jack Blackjack. He abandoned her, and she had one surviving child. She made the choice to put him up in an orphanage until she could earn the money to properly take care of him. So when 4 explorers came to Nome in search of an indigenous woman who could translate, cook, and sew for their team, she's like, I want my son back. Count me in. Let's do this. And in 1921, they embarked on a mission to claim the inhabited Wrangel Island for Great Britain, who pretty much was just the highest bidder at the time. It was 100 miles north of Siberia and 600 miles northwest of Nome. On September 15th, they arrived, and the conditions were extremely harsh. Rations ran out, and the team was unsuccessful in trapping any animals for food. 3 of the men attempted to cross the 700-mile frozen Chukchi Sea. They were never heard from again, and the last crew member died shortly after. So all Ada had was the ship's cat named Vic for company. And together, she learned how to trap foxes and catch seals, and also how to avoid polar bears. And so she ended up surviving for 2 years on the island, off of foxes and seals. And she was rescued in August of 1923. After her rescue, she became famous all over the world. Newspapers nicknamed her the real female Robinson Crusoe. She did not appreciate any of the media circus and just wanted to live a quiet life with her son. She earned a salary from the trip along with a few $100s from the furs that she had trapped and been able to process while on the island. She did not receive a single cent from the many very popular books and articles that followed telling her story for her. She lived a very long life, and she died on May 29th, 1983, and she is buried in Anchorage, Alaska. And this is actually part of a lesson plan from Storyboard That. They have a whole section on Indigenous peoples of the Arctic that have like environment and culture, vocabulary, literature connections, and then the biography of Ada Blackjack. And yeah, I was able to access this all for free without signing up for a trial or anything. So if you want to look into this more and read more, it is a fantastic resource. Alright, so we're now going to go back into the folklore of the little Arctic fox. Is. Yeah, you did say as soon as you noticed. I just wasn't able to look at chat because of my current setup. All right, so the Arctic fox. In Finland, legends of the Arctic fox racing across snowy mountain peaks, their bushy tails brushing up snowflakes that reflect the moonlight, or igniting sparks that cause the blazing aurora borealis. In Finnish, the Northern Lights translate to the word for Northern Lights translates to fox fires, harkening back to the story of the tails causing it to spark and light up. The Dene First Nation people have a traditional story in which Fox saves the people from hunger. In barren times, villagers notice that Raven, who visits daily, is always well fed. One day, Fox follows him and discovers Raven has been keeping the caribou hidden away. Fox brings the caribou to the people, who celebrate and share the food. And then in the Shinto region of Japan, kitsunes are pure white foxes who have up to 9 tails, growing in number as they gain in age and gain further magical abilities. They are powerful shapeshifters who sometimes aid mortals as celestial messengers of Inari, their kami. Shrines and temples to Inari are found throughout Japan. Statues of the kitsune are adorned with scarlet votive bibs, and the foxes hold items in their mouth and paws, such as jewels, keys, scrolls, or small fox cubs. And it said that you can appease these spirits by leaving offerings of rice and sake, as well as inarizushi, which is rice stuffed with fried tofu pouches. And it said that specifically those because the pointed ears or the pointed corners resemble that of the fox's ears. So now we're going to read a little more about them in folklore and cultural significance. So one of the oldest surviving kitsune tales provides a widely known folk etymology of the word kitsune. Unlike most tales of the kitsune who become human and marry human males, this one does not end tragically. So Ono, the inhabitant of Mino, spent the seasons longing for his ideal of female beauty. He met her one evening on a vast moor and married her. Simultaneously with the birth of their son, Ono's dog was delivered of a pup, which as it grew up became more and more hostile to the Lady of the Moors. She begged her husband to kill it, but he refused. At last one day the dog attacked her so furiously that she lost courage, resumed vulpine shape, leaped over a fence and fled. You may be a fox, Ono called after her, but you are the mother of my son and I love you. Come back when you please, you will always be welcome. So every evening she stole back and slept in his arms. Because the fox returns to her husband each night as a woman but leaves each morning as a fox, she is called kitsune. In classical Japanese, kitsune means come and sleep. Ki kitsune means always come. But sadly, in contemporary life, I cannot pronounce this word, but it's used to describe a mistress negatively in an extramarital affair. And I guess this word was also connected to kitsune and the roles they play in myths, especially with it almost always ending badly. This is talking back to the Finnish lore. I don't know why this one's in here because this is a red fox, not Arctic fox. What am I just going to do here? And then alright, so this is more about the Aurora Borealis. So Galileo actually coined the phrase. So that's a little tidbit here. And like it says, feared by Europe and embraced by North America. And that's kind of true. There are some places where the Northern Lights weren't feared in Europe and where they were in North America. Um, One of the common Cree things is you don't whistle at night, and especially if the northern lights are out, you do not whistle, you do not call, you do not say anything, or else it is believed that the spirits that are the northern lights are actually spirits, and that you are calling to them to bring you back to the stars, and so they'll come down and whisk you away. Just don't whistle at night, don't do it. um some northern Inuit tribes use their word, which literally means football players, um, because they believe the northern lights are ancestral spirits kicking around the head of a walrus. Um, Scandinavian fishermen called them herring flash, and believed they saw them as a sign of rich catches, believing them to be caused by light reflecting off the vast shoals of lively herring. In Siberia, they believe children born under the aurora live a very long and prosperous life. This is a modern day myth that we will go more into in one of these. Icelandic myths also link the aurora to spirits of the dead, while certain tribes believed they were spirits playing a game. Others believed that they were evil spirits intent on a frenzy of beheading. So even among like the same group, there can be a lot of different varying beliefs. And yes, don't wave, sing, or whistle at the northern lights. And many, many, many cultures believe that doing this will lure either the spirits themselves or in some cases demons to come and snatch you. And it's so pretty. So certain Cree tribes believed that the aurora was part of the life cycle and were the spirits of the dead who remained in the sky but apart from their loved ones. And that the lights were spirits of these departed friends and relatives trying to communicate with those they had left behind on Earth, tying in with other spirits, and if you call to them, they'll think you want to join them and come and snatch you. The Algonquins' take on the aurora was that it was created by light from the fire built by Nana Bozo, their creator. And it was a way of telling his people that he remembered them and was watching over them. Going back, talking about the Inuits playing football. Ooh, that's a butt. Why is there just a butt there? Okay, I guess we won't be able to read the rest of this because I didn't realize there was not safe for YouTube stuff on this page. So a not really well-known indigenous group is the Sami, which are indigenous to parts of Scandinavia. Oh, there we go. And like those other very like Nordic regions. I cannot pronounce the words for shit, so I'm not going to attempt to. But their word for it means comes from the same word for morning / evening glow, and it also means the bird Siberian jay, which has very colorful feathers and lively characters. And the Sami people believe that the soul of a hunter passes on to a Siberian jay, which are then regarded as soul birds, and killing a Siberian jay would bring bad fortune onto the hunter. And so further connecting the link between the Northern Lights to be thought of spirits and just like a constant cycle. They're so pretty. In the Kalevala, the national epic of Karelia, and Finland, the Northern Lights are referred to as the Gates of the North, and in some Karelian dialects, the auroras are called fiery pillars, referring to the gates. The people of the north in the Kalevala were usually seen as the enemy, and the Gates of the North frequent the stories of traveling to the north. And then in Greenland, the Inuit folk there thought it was souls of dead children playing in the sky. And then the Skolt Sami had the belief that those who were murdered and still bleeding caused the auroras in the sky. And then in Siberia and some indigenous tribes to North America believed that the dead were riding horses or playing in the sky, and that once in a while blood would spill, causing the auroras to appear. And then other tribes believed that they were an indication the dead were so happy they were dancing and lighting up the sky. In Europe, the really powerful ones that are usually red in color were thought to be signs of spilt blood. You can find this in France, Italy, and Greece. And then on the other side of the world, it was believed that the red was actually fallen soldiers or warriors clashing with giants in the sky. So there's tales from even the Franco-Prussian War where the auroras would light up the sky in those big crimson flashes and were seen as reflections of battlefields drenched in blood. And there are similar stories in the American Civil War, the French Revolution, and the Greater Wrath in Finland. So back to that one that I highlighted where I said this is a modern myth. That was either partially caused or reinforced by the U.S. drama comedy Northern Exposure, is that in Japanese and Chinese culture, a child conceived under the Northern Lights will be blessed with good fortune. This is a perfect example of people just trying to like, mystic things, these fit right, and it's not actually coming from the culture itself. Oh, now that what's like, well, what's with the butts? What's with the random butts? Don't know. But yeah, so that is a bit about the Aurora Borealis and Arctic foxes and their connections, and how different places around the world see both the creature and the phenomenon they are associated with. Bam. Also, here, I was not joking when I said I have an Excel spreadsheet. I have an Excel spreadsheet that separate, like, that's all one exhibit. This is an exhibit. I have them separated by which species are meant in game to go together. I'm a fucking nerd, y'all. Nikki Men in Boots. Yes. Right. Oh, let me switch this to my game capture now. There we go. The game. I have tried to adjust this as much as I can, but if I do it to fully fit the screen, you can kind of see under it. So we just have to have the top a little out of frame. Hope that's okay. We're gonna go to Sandbox. This is where I've been testing everything I've been getting from the workshop from, because people make some gorgeous things. The only thing I refuse to grab for this build with everyone is the pre-made exhibits and enclosures, because like that's the whole point of this. Is that's what we're doing. Let's do temperate North America. Easy. We have unlimited money, so stream zoo. I'm downloading all sorts of really pretty things so that we can have the prettiest zoo ever. We can pause this. Perfect. So here is our flat giant zoo. As you can see, massive. Generally what I like to do is I kind of just like pick a random area and then I start filling in space. This tends to be what I do. And I'm kind of feeling like this corner over here. I like this corner right here. What do y'all think? Like, why am I asking? I can't see chat. There we go. Why is a dog? Okay. So I'm feeling this corner. I like it. I think it's good for our Arctic area. So if we go right now into our Zoopedia and we find Arctic fox. So we can see its natural habitat, North America, Europe, and Asia. And then within that, Canada, USA, Greenland, Iceland, Finland, Norway, and Sweden. The biomes are tundra and taiga. That's going to be important for the type of plants and rocks that we put in. And then there even is a calculator. In order to properly calculate this, we need to look at species data. We need to see what groups they live in so we know how many to put into our calculator. So they are social animals that live in family packs. They are monogamous, and so it looks like basically you have a male and a female and then the offspring. So we will just need 2 and then room for offspring. Unless we want to have multiple pairs. We could have 2 breeding pairs. So let's say, let's do enough for 10. Oh, it doesn't need much space. We're going to do much bigger than this. Most definitely. Boundary requirement, you need grade 2 and at least 4.125 feet so they don't jump over. They don't have any climbing requirements, water requirements, or deep water requirements. They are shy, which means they are more prone to getting stressed out, which means probably doing a one-way glass so that people can see in, but they can't see out and see the people is probably going to be the best thing for them. Guests cannot enter the habitat whatsoever. It takes them about a year to reach sexual maturity. And they greatly reduce the amount of offspring per mating event, doing only 3 to 6, which is probably better. So here's some fun facts that have been included. The Arctic fox is the only native land mammal found in Iceland. Their paws are completely covered in fur, giving them their Latin species name, meaning rabbit foot. Arctic foxes and lemmings have interlinked cyclical population density, meaning the abundance of both species is highly dependent on the other. And Arctic foxes may build up its body fat by 50% in the autumn in order to survive the winter. And they must be able to deal with the temperature difference of up to 212 Fahrenheit degree between its internal body temperature and the environmental temperature. So they might be small, but they are super freaking tough and hardy. And they don't benefit from sharing a space with any other species. So let's look at our barriers. And actually, I'm thinking a split habitat. So like over in the corner and then maybe a bridge to the other side so that the foxes can go over the guests. I think that would look really cool. First, we need to look at the barriers. It needs to be at least a 2, so this is resistant grade 3. It is not climbable, which is important. It is watertight. That is just the normal glass. Haha. Okay, one-way glass does have a resistance of 2. That's the minimum we need. Not climbable and watertight. Okay, so that will work out really well. And then in the back, I think I just want to do just some Gambian. So like that, and then get the two-way glass started. And I want it to curve. I like, yeah, so yeah, just like that. Okay, go back to straight. Curve. Oh, yeah, okay, it's the right way. Like that. Aren't you wanting to line up properly? Please. Good sir, please. There we go. So that is going to be the very start. I now have to add a barrier. I need the whole thing, and I need to raise the height. Let's do 4.5. There, and as you can see, guests can see in, but the foxes can't see out, so to them they are completely enclosed, which will greatly help them to not get overstressed. Now, we're going to create, I actually think I might have one that I got from the workshop, if I do have the right themed one, because the theme for our Arctic area is Norse. I'm very excited. I even got Norse statues and altars and buildings, and it's very, very lovely. So I think if we look in nature, I think it would be in. If I look at bridge, oop. So we do have a Viking bridge. It is not enclosed because you need them to be enclosed like this, so the animals don't escape. But I think we could, because yeah, that one, oh my goodness, that is so huge. Why is this so huge? Okay. That's the Mayan Aztec. Yeah, I think we can work with this one though. I think so. That can just be like the centerpiece of it. Maybe. I wonder also if I look in construction if I can find more. Because some of them are tagged with different things. There's more. Oops, not what I meant to do. More bridges. Okay, not. Oh, here's some bigger ones though. Oh, these would be much better if we then just enclose these with glass. Yeah. I'm thinking so. Okay, let's. I think we only need this one. Like that. Lift it up like this. Okay, I know it's floating. I just need to line this up a little better. Like that. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Construction. No, okay. That is fine. We'll just need to make it so that they can get up there via terrain. Oh, 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 what am I doing? I know exactly what I need to grab. Entrenchment. Need climbable ramps. I did not mean to do the screenshot. I don't know how I did it. We will figure that out later. Okay, yeah, we just need climbable ramps. Not what I meant to do. Okay. Ooh, ooh, I wonder... 1 second. Okay. So that can be like the first one here. And then they come up to that one. Do we have any really tall ones? No, I'm sure I could make one though. Then, like... that. Okay, cool. Right, and I specifically also got this for the Arctic foxes. Because look at how goddamn cute this is. There's a little present inside for them. Look how cute that is. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. We're gonna put this over here. Okay. Back to this. Back to tunnel construction. Because now we need the individual pieces. Why are you snapping to surface? Alright. Yeah, your position snapping. That's not really what I want. How long do these go? Not very long. That's fine. Which... Okay. I know how to fix this. I know exactly what to do. I'm just being difficult. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Not the one I wanted. There we go. Okay, so that's on there. Okay. I have a vision. Object must be moved before it can be placed. What do you mean? Oh, it copied itself. That's what happened. No, this works out. Now we can do that. And we'll hide that with pretty stuff later. Okay, so that's that. I just need... Let's do... Climbing trunk. Climbing trunk. Climbing trunk. Okay. Well, that was how did I get them so off? My goddamn lord. Apparently I need to work on my angles when I'm placing things. that. There we go. There we go. Okay, 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 okay. Much better. And then, where's my platforms again? There we go. And then, oh, I got some climbable branches. I don't even know if the, oh, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even know if the Arctic foxes can use this. Oops. Me. Big elaborate plans. Also me. No thought. No thought. Alright. We might have to forgo the... We could do a tunnel, though. Yeah. We could do a tunnel. We could do a tunnel. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. And then we just... Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. That seems like it's long enough. Oop. How far away is it? Oh yeah, that's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Chef's kiss. Make this a bit more like entrance-y. Oops, not there. Yep. Fix that. And then we just need to smooth this all out to ensure that it's accessible for the foxes. Perfect. Entrance 1. Entrance 2. Secret tunnel. Accomplished. Alright, now we just need to put in glass here. Just want to do it sort of in this fun oblong shape. There we go. Yeah, I just want to change this one a little bit. Like that. Yeah, so the foxes are going to have these two areas that are linked via a tunnel. All right, we now need to think about a water source. I'm thinking maybe a small water source and fountain or like waterfall over here. Also forgot to edit this barrier. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking if we do a bit of a chisel here. Oh, Jesus, this entire thing filled up with water. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, you can do that with waterproof enclosures. Just fill the whole thing up with water. And we'll see that really come into play with some of the more water-dwelling species and the cool things we can do with that. But here is there going to be their little water area, at least on this side. Nature. I look up. Waterfall. Do we have any specific that can be placed in here? So I don't think this one. What the? Oh, there we go. Oh no, it just has like water bowls. That's why it's tagged water. That is way too big and meant as a space filler. Okay, we do not. That's fine. Oh, we might in this tag. Oh, right. I have picked up so much stuff. So this is another Arctic Fox one. Very cute. There's one that's just ice. It's very low to the ground. Okay, so I'm going to have to make a waterfall from scratch. That's fine. I believe that's in construction. Find the actual ones I'm looking for. There we go. We're just going to use this very small one because we don't have a lot of room to work with. Just like that. Excellent. And then we're going to go into nature, into rocks, and we're going to start applying some filters because we only want taiga and temperate. Arctic. Where's all my rocks? Maybe it's because I did that. No, there should be all my rocks here. What is going on? Why is only... Because I was searching waterfall. I swear my brain's working. Okay. Taiga and tundra of Arctic. Then if I go rocks, scroll. Where's all just like the regular rocks? This also shows you how much stuff I have downloaded. There we go. This is what I was looking for. Rocks. Just plain old rock. Perfect. Okay, cool, cool. I don't think I want to do the complete snow clad. Ooh, can this? Oh, it can. Can it fit over it? Can I incorporate the two? If I have to make this enclosure bigger, I will. I gotta make the enclosure bigger. I think it's what I'm figuring out. No, not that. Oops. Oops, oops. That's okay, we just make it bigger. Right? That's what that means. We just make it bigger. More room. I want to click the little thingy, please. There we go. There we go. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Now we just need to fix how, yeah. Okay. That point out like that. Then that like that. Bring this bit out like that. There we go. And this just needs to come out like that. This just needs to come out a little bit. Alright, there we go. Now we can actually place this proper. Excuse me, let me click on it. Oh, there we go. Exit, I don't want to do the whole group. I just want to... Maybe I can build it in? If I do it like that, and then build up more rocks around it... Okay, where are my Tygo? There we go. Too big. That's better. Like that. And then fit that in there. Ooh, if I do position snap and align to surface. Oh, perfect. There we go. Like that. Okay, so all that's pretty much covered now. We just need... like that. Need more little rocks. Ooh, that one would be good for up here though. There we go. Then right there. Also just finish this little area up right quick. Oh, there we go. Exit. Didn't mean to do that. Need just one more for right here. A little lower. Okay. That's all covered, so it's just this little bit. Boof! And then look at that. Look at that. Chef kiss. What else do we have in here? Sheltering of snow rocks. Okay, we're gonna look up stuff specifically for Arctic fox. Ooh, that is a cool piece. Let's put it over in the other one. And this is a little cave. Give them lots of options for chilling. Didn't use that one, that's fine. I actually like it more. I like this one more. So let's put that right here. And then this is a climbing enrichment. Let's put this climbing enrichment over here. And I know it says hide and show. I'm going to hide both of them because I do what I want. Alright, and our base enclosure is looking pretty awesome. We got lots of hides. We got lots of climbs. We have some cool thematic stuff going on. What we need to do now is we need to go into here. Oh, so you just click on it and it would work. That's fine. We need to go into habitat. We need to go in to like food enrichments. And we need to find ones specifically that are tagged Arctic Fox. There we go. Okay. And then we gotta make sure there is appropriate enrichment and everything for all of our babbies. So in here we can put, oh, we need a small tray. We can put a nice small tray sort of blended in with the scenery here. Ooh, right tucked away in there. Perfect. So we're going to do one on each side, so no matter where they are, they have some food. This one, I think, is going to be more up to the front, but we will more disguise and blend it in. I also want to go with a water pipe. They have water on this side that they will drink, so we just need one over here. And I think I want it to sort of be hidden back and almost look like it could just be part of this. They will need a cooler if we want snow to stay in their enclosure. So going to put just right there, and then sort of tucked in these rocks here. And then we're going to leave this as their warm side. Or I guess, never mind, I should do that the other way, because that has the snowy thing. So we're going to move these over here. Going to just, don't want to select with the group. Like that. And then, why did I put it over here? There it is. Now we're just going to put this one right here. We'll blend it in. Oh, I think I forgot to adjust the settings. Sandbox, there we go. Yep. This is what... Don't want our animals to die. Don't want them to be sick. Make them age so slow. So annoying. I just want to have fun. I don't want to have to worry about all this. Guest settings. Hello, guests. Maximum guests. So many guests. I literally do not care because this is focusing on animal welfare. They can have unlimited cash. I'm not enabling cash. Power everything. My staff are fully happy forever. Oh, I think I forgot to hit apply. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, cool, we have it done now. Because we're focusing on animals. And that way these automatically get powered. I don't have to worry about all of that. We're gonna go back to here. They like it between -50 and 28. We're going to turn this down to -20. All right. So this is looking pretty dang okay so far. We now have our coolers in place. They have enough bed and shelters, so now we just need the enrichment items. This is a little Skittle feeder. Let's tuck it in here. Let's give them a cool little sprinkler over here and a blood scented back here, so they have to go searching for it. On the other side, let's give them a flashy curio ball and then also a small bubble machine or two by their little pool here. Okay, you go away. You go. Oh my gosh, are all these individual letters? Alright. Habitat, please, thank you. And enhancement. And then we have climbable, and I don't think... They have a small climbing hut, they don't have room for that, and we have... So they have enough climbing. So we've done all the sort of base things we need to do. Now we get to decorate. So excited. So they do tundra and taiga. And then we can even go into continent. So that's only found in Europe and North America. We'll do. There's a lot from the DLC stores. Because of course they can't just take them, right? So I'm thinking we're going to keep the like Nordic forest here and then do more of the Arctic prairie here because they have such a vast range. So I specifically want taiga currently. And I like to start with the bigger items such as trees. Oh, I meant to unsubscribe from that. Oh, I should also theme Arctic. There. And then fucked up with my filters again. I'm so used to playing the base game, this is gonna take some getting used to. All right. So we have some lovely yellow cedars here. What I like to do is I like to put the big statement pieces first. The ones that are going to take up a lot of space. The ones that are just going to be big and imposing. And get those done first. I think 1 or 2 more trees and then we'll be done for trees. Add some really nice color. And with these quaking aspens. And then 1 more big pine. Nice big tall one, yeah. Okay, so this is what it now looks like with just the trees in. Next we're going to do bushes like that sagebrush we passed earlier. And we're going to start sort of filling in more details. So sagebrushes still take up a decent amount of space, so they're good for space fillers like right there. I think one growing in amongst all this would be really nice. Ooh, and we can do it sort of right here, so that helps blend in that one better. These twinning flowers are also gorgeous. I don't like to add them too heavily though, because then they draw way too much attention to themselves. That. And then these are one of the ones that you can just sort of place wherever for a nice pop of color. Alright, I'm liking how this is coming. What's this? That's for my trees. We don't need more trees. These bushes are quite big, but I like the look of one sort of growing down and obscuring this. Yeah, I really like that. Okay. Yep. The smaller one would even be a good gap filler back here. Maybe no, the big one's too big. Yeah, just a small one. Awesome. Let's do some Labrador tea now. I'm gonna surround the base of this tree with them. So just going to combine different sizes. Sort of fill in like that. And also do a clump like that. I think a very small one right here. One right there. One sort of sunken in there. Growing out at an angle like that. I think more sunken down here. And over there. And then we have lady ferns, which because we already have longer grass, you can't really see them too well. So I don't think we're going to put any of those in. We do have some gorgeous ivies that we can put up. I think maybe if we filled in sort of this area here with some longer strands, do like that, that. If I could get that to flip, that could look cool. Sort of place these a little more sporadically and randomly, and then can fill in with the more like straight down ones is what I'm sort of feeling. That way it feels a little more organic in its growth instead of just like meticulously placed. That is not my jam. Okay, cool. So we also have these sheets, so we can use these sheets as little gap fillers like right here. That's sort of just perfect. Plop it in there. And then I want to, like that. No, I lost him. There we go. Found him. Oh yeah, I like that one better. There we go. And that gives a super pretty ivy wall. So let's just keep filling this in. Like that. Oh, it looks so nice. Okay. Go back here. And do that. And then where's that little patch? There we go. Beautiful, beautiful ivy wall. if I want to do the other wall. Do I want to do both walls? We'll see. Yeah, I do. I've decided. Took more than 2 seconds to think about it. I'll just start. Alright, time to fill in. Yeah, there we go. This little one. Like that. And then this can come down like that. No, I like it like that. Tree, you're in the way. I know I placed you there. I think possibly you might have come with this set. You're in my way. Let's do over here in the corner where it's easier. I think I want big thick one there. And blend that in. That's a longer one. Yeah. A little more in there. Trying to move this. It's not working out. Oh my goodness. Mouse, please. There we go. Okay, just need this last little bit. Can I just like shove one of these in here? And I can. Perfect. So now we have these two beautiful. Oh, oh Jesus. Alright, onwards. smaller one over here. This more tree-like one over here. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. There you go. Perfect. I think that's good for the most part. Add some like caribou moss for my like space fillers. Like a nice patch of it over here. And yeah, this side is great. It has a lot of coverage, but not so much that, you know, can't see shit. Lots for them to climb over, lots for them to climb in. I do want to remove this random East Asian part here. Okay, now let's go fill in what's going to be like our winter tundra area. And when I was scrolling, I saw the dead forest gap filler that I had gotten. So let me see if I can re-find it. I'm scrolling for the wrong thing, of course. Dead. There we go. I mean, it's okay. Oh, I like this small one better. Because that looks like if I just sink it in right here and then adjust the trees a little bit. Yeah, I like this as like a filler here. Alright. Oh, these are all... Okay, so that's not the right tree. Go away. That's not the right tree. Go away. I see this is meant to be not in habitats. Okay, that's fine. We can also do this from scratch. We're going to take off taiga. We're going to do tundra. Remove that. And we're going to scroll like before all the way to the bottom. Is there nothing in the base DLC for... Oh, there we go. So it's going to be very barren, very snow covered, but that's okay. We can do a little bit of Labrador tea here. A bigger bush over here. Sort of like... here. We can do the willow bushes over here. Cowberry bushes are going to look very cool against the snow. caribou moss. This is going to be much more sparse. That. Alright, and I think that's it for here. We really don't need much because this is all going to be covered in snow. So, our last things to do now... Oh, okay. I say last. There's actually quite a bit we still need to do. 1, we need to set up our zookeeper area because that's really important. 2, we need to put an entrance for the zookeepers into the habitat. 3, we need to do this, like, general paths around it, and then we need to decorate the, like, visitor area sections. So there's still a lot to do before we can even get our friends inside. So we're going to go to facilities. We are going to go to staff facilities. We are going to go... I think I downloaded filters. Brand, no. Theme, yes. Arctic. Okay. So I actually just have this pre-downloaded thing that has all the staff things we could ever need. All with the right theme. There's also... like, we could do, like, I think these are, like, the standard game ones and do all of them. There's also some more thematic ones. There's this really, really nice one. There's also the base of operations, which is a Viking ship. Once again, has everything we need for the keepers. There's the log cabin staff building. There's also just like the Nordic stuff station. This one is meant that you can actually have it attached to enclosure if you want. And then there's like the Nordic, the small ones. Oh, it's North America. We want Nordic. This one has 3 of the ones we need, and I like doing like a small little village. I think it's always fun. It's always cute. Oh, ow. Also have like the double workshop. So I have all these like... Fine, fail to load. Unsubscribe. So yeah, I'm feeling more like the small village feel personally. And so okay, if we're gonna have sort of enclosure, this whole area is basically a fox area. So let's have this right here so that it'll be in the center of, I think, 4 enclosures. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. So now I just sink that into the ground. Okay. So that one is our... Where'd it go? Research, trade, center, and workshop. So we don't need any more workshops. We do need a staff room. Staff room. And then we need veterinary service. We're just gonna go with the standard one because we don't have any really fancy. It still fits the theme, so it's all good. What's it? The staff room. Yeah, I think that looks good. Because, yeah, we have the research center, got the staff. Oh, we don't have a keeper hut. Let's go with a small one, sort of nestled in right here. And then we have everything else we need. I'll probably have to put more of these around, depending on how big. So, cool. I also want to figure out a place to put the fucking wolf. Look at the fucking wolf. Look at it. Look at the goddamn wolf. This is like a viewing area. So guests are able to go all the way to the top and do a peeky peek. Probably going to use this for the Arctic wolves over top of the Arctic wolf enclosure. It's fucking cool. Okay, so we have our little staff area. So now we need to do paths. Can I not actually do... Oh, I'm gonna have to do a grid align. I hate fucking doing grid align. It's fine. I want whimsy, not grids. Oh, I totally put this wrong way. Let me just... There we go. And if we... let's do, like, right here. There we go. I don't know why that thinks it's off the ground. It's not. It's just gonna count it. Okay. It's just gonna count it off the ground. We might as well do it like that. How it's supposed to be. Perfect! So, our little staff area now has what it needs. We do need lights here, though. Filters, theme, Arctic. Oh, because I know I definitely have picked lights. One thing I made sure of is when I was looking for stuff to download, especially for this area, was not Christmas everything. So many stuff was just like Christmas, 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 Christmas. I was like, what if we didn't, though? What if we didn't? Like, some of them would even say Viking, and then would be dressed to the nine in, like, stereotypical Christmas stuff. And I was like, okay, but what if you didn't? What if you, like, didn't, though? You know? You know. Alright, what we need to do now is I need to figure out where I'm putting the door. Glass habitat gate, yeah. We'll do glass one here. I need path. Frosted ice path. It's pretty. It's gorgeous. Or is that the only like ice themed one? It is the only ice themed one. God damn it. Okay. Bam! And then this needs to come all the way around. Right. It's fine. Eh. I also apologize for not interacting with chat overly much, even though I'm like asking questions. Just not having, I can't find my freaking phone. Keep forgetting to check. Right? Big wolf. Big giant wolf. There's a lot of cool things that are available in the workshop that just like incredibly talented people have made. And then they let yahoos like me who have no idea what the fuck we're doing download them, so we look a little less like we don't know what the fuck we're doing. Okay, so that is the rough estimate for our grass paths. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think the only thing I want to do is I want to adjust this enclosure a little more to better fit the curve that we've set. Now that there's actually like a little guide. Just make this a little nicer, and then we can start decorating the area and putting up the educational stuff. And then it will just be to get the foxes in. And then we'll be done. Our first enclosure and our first animals. It's still gonna take a bit. But like, get there. Starting to get there. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's now done. The foxes can go in either side of the enclosure. That's going to be all snowy. So the one thing I want to do is first border this area in so that you really can't see it from the outside, because this is staff only. And then I have, I think I picked up specific like Arctic fox themed information boards and things. And then it will be to start filling in and decorating this. Could always put a food area here or here. I have some that are pre-made that I downloaded. And then, yeah, then it will be to decide where the next enclosure is going, get that rough outlined, and then we'll see what's up. We'll see how I'm feeling. We've been going for 2 hours, so still good for at least another 2 hours. So yeah, first let's get this fenced in. That will be in construction. I believe. If I look up fence. Nope, not in here. There we go. Okay, so we have a couple different. We have this one. We got this one. We got this one. I meant to unsubscribe to that one. We also have this one, which I'm kind of oh my goodness, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Which I'm kind of a huge fan of. With ice. We got this one. And we got this one, which is like a half of this one. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards option number 2. Or option number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do y'all think? Option 2 or 5? I think solidly I don't want the ice ones. This one feels too short to me. Two. Okay. That was that one. So we're gonna go with that one, and then I need to find a nice arch. So we have this really pretty arch, which is decorative. Do I have no Nordic arches? I thought I had... Oh, there we go. There's the Arctic one. There we go. Why don't you fit the pathway? That's okay. We will just adjust it a little bit. Oh, stop. That. We will copy that one so that it goes... Oh, can I get it in behind here? Okay, let's see if I can get this. There we go. Then we can put... Wait, no. That's fine. I'm mad. I'm mad it doesn't fit. Should fit. Should fit. It doesn't fit. I'm mad. Okay. I might be able to also find some that aren't labeled arch. Ooh, let's put... 1 second. To help hide this, let's put this really neat Norse shrine right here. I feel like it fits in this space a little better. Okay, I need to move that then. No, you're supposed to just move. Move. Where did my shrine go? There's my shrine. Perfect. There's the arch that I hate, so we're unsubscribing from it. Ooh, okay. So we're going to use this sunshade as a sort of makeshift arch into here. Then we're going to move this more over to this corner. And then we'll start laying out. Ah. Make sure we got that lined up nicely. Okay. Construction. There we go. Now I can just do the thing. Oh, okay. How do I want this to go here? I think I want to go it right in between like this. Yeah. So not, yeah, I don't like that. Okay, those don't line up. That's fine. That's why we have the ability to shift items. Because then we can... Oh, that's not the correct length. That's fine. We will adjust as needed. I think I'm going to put something else in this spot. Just because that gap's a little awkward. How big is the Odin statue? Oh, the Odin statue's big. It's like, maybe I can sneak the Odin statue in that spot. I don't think I can sneak the Odin statue in that spot. It's pretty. I don't like how it fit in this space. Boat ride. There's that. Okay. No, I don't like that. What if I... Okay. Oh, I like it because it still blocks it off, but it doesn't look out of place. And then we add for a larger one. Let's add that. Help it blend in a little more. Ooh, could even... No, there's already one in the center there. That's fine. Beacon. I got some big-ass Nordic pieces. Okay. Think that will go right here. Alright. Don't know where I'm gonna put that. Okay. Okay, I'm really happy with how that bordering looks, so I just want to extend it now all the way around. Maybe put something that can be seen above right here. Fill it in with a couple plants, and then this little area will be done, and it can be continued to focus on this area around here. Do this sort of lined up with that, so there's a little bit of a gap, but not much, like that. Perfect. Okay, remember the orientation, please. I want it like that. No? Heck. Okay, that looks good. I think... Just want the light post. There we go. Arctic light post. So just want it... lighting up right back here. Do one right like there. Perfect. Oh, what do I want to put here though? That's the thing. What do I want to put back there though? Something that's seen, can be seen from afar. Could do the big ice sculpture. Doesn't really fit though, that's the thing. Oh, that one has an exhibit? I didn't even notice. Move. Pagan viewing spot, penguin donation box. We could do Odin. Could just have Odin over here. I like that. Fits nicely. Like right there. Then also in here have a little secret altar. There we go. Do some benches right here. Oh, I do have an Arctic tunnel. Let me look, see how this looks real quick. Oh, it's big. It's big, but it has a lot of uses. I like it. We'll be able to use that somewhere. That's Athena. I know I also have... I thought I also got Freya. Maybe she's in here. Yeah, so here's Freya statue. Different type of statue. But there's also have Loki. Also have and yep, that's exactly what you think it is that I quickly showed. Okay, so I think that's good for here. Just have to finish wrapping it around and then doing the fine little details, and then you'll be good to move on. Where did my fence go? I'm in the wrong tab again. There we go. Arctic fence. Start doing that at an angle. How far do I want? I want it like right there. So I'll link these two up. I spent like a good probably 4 hours last night looking on the Steam workshop for like cool fun things. I don't like how it's floating. I'm gonna have to fix that. And so I think at the end of it I had over 100 pages of like stuff that I've been like, yeah, I want that in my game. So I haven't had a chance to like vet through all of it yet. But you know, apparently I really need to. Okay, I want that actually sitting on the ground, please and thanks. So eventually I will have gone through everything. Because there's also some where it was like Viking, but then they were covered in like Christmas presents and shit, and I couldn't tell in the preview, but only when I set them down, and I was like, this is disappointing. I didn't want Praise Jesus Day shoved in my face for my Viking setup. Thanks. Then also what I did is I went through like every single Arctic animal and I looked up that animal in the workshop and then saw what cool things popped up, and I also did like Viking and Nordic and Norse and North and all these other search terms, which led me down rabbit holes, which is why I also have a whole bunch of like African stuff and stuff for India and like other places that aren't going to be done anytime soon. So I have to like slowly go through everything, and unfortunately some of the African stuff like had some pretty, I didn't realize had some pretty racist depictions until I set it down, and I was like, this is why we go through everything. So I have a map that's literally just for me placing things, seeing if I actually like it or if there's anything problematic with it, and if not, keeping it. If so, unsubscribing really fast. Which I like it that I can just unsubscribe right from the game itself. I don't have to like go scroll through my pages upon pages of things I've subscribed to try to find it. So I thought I had to do that at first, and it took me like 30 minutes to find one thing to unsubscribe to. It was not a good time. It was not a fun time. Do not recommend. I do wish these lined up nicely, like auto-clicked together. That would be nice. Come on, come on. Just gonna have to deal with it. Also, like, I don't know when people are uploading how much. Like, I'm sure there's limitation versus what is fan created versus what is like built into the game. Because I know with like other fences, they will just like snap together. Even the decorative ones. So that would have been nice to see, but again, I don't know if just random creators are able to do that, or if that's only something for ones that are built into the game. Oh, butter biscuits. No, I want the whole fucking thing. Give me the whole. Angry. It's fine. I will fix this. I will fix this. It'll be a decorative shit. It's fine. Alright, so there is our staff area. Probably one of many. We need to fill in a couple plants. We're gonna do biome, taiga, continent, North America, theme, Arctic, And then we're just going to look for a couple plants to sort of fill in. There is nothing fitting those. There we go. Things like little cowberry bush can go there. Can put that there. Smaller one there. I like this. Right there. Have a slightly smaller one right there. Do a couple big pines where we have lots of space to fill. These tall ones next to here will look really cool. Let's do another shorter one here. Those are way too big for the space. Let's do one of these. Slightly bigger one with that hanging over like that. We can do this big one right there, and then I actually want to put a smaller one just over here. Alright. Cute little old well sort of tucked in here. Again, giving it that further little Nordic village aesthetic. One of those back there. One of these here. And then I think that just about does it. Need like a couple more bushes. Just to help fill in these a little better. Yeah, I think, okay, perfect. So our area is now done. Okay, I think I figured out what I want to do sort of right here. I got this. I got the god tree. It's technically an animal bedding. I realize this. So we could always go with, we have, keep going with like the sunken ship. I also do have so many wolf scenes. I also have like this, but much better suited for in the wolf area. Let's see, we have this really pretty winter scene. More of like a centerpiece than a regular space filler. We also have these gorgeous winter ruins that we could sort of settle in here. We could also put in this beautiful little winter cabin scene. We could also make this area much more... What the frick is this? Not what I wanted. We could also make this a much more functional area and have it be guest facilities. So we could put... So it has restaurants all around. There's also this beautiful Arctic food court that we could put here. There's a little information center that we can put. Do this big, giant... Actually, I think I really like the idea of doing this big Arctic restaurant. Like, imagine how cool it would be to be sitting, eating at a restaurant, and then watching the Arctic Foxes play. Yes. Kind of loving it. So, we're just going to... Might have to adjust a couple things that aren't quite lining up right, which is fine. Yeah, that needs to come down. These then just need to come down. There we go, now it's the same to the other side. Alright, is there anything else we really need to adjust quickly? I do want to remove like festive lights and here. So there's actually a fully functioning restaurant, including workers. So now we just need path for for everyone. Perfect. So now we just need to fill in this little area, which I'm going to look up to see if I have anything specific for the Arctic fox. I'm pretty sure I do. Alright, that's that we used. That's not going to fit in. What is that? That is a shell. So nothing on that one. What about if we look at facilities? We just go all. Go Arctic Foxo. If we go here, at all. Oh, we have an Arctic Fox information board. Wonder if we can get it to actually like snap onto the side of here. I wonder, probably need to do advanced move. Bring it. Okay, yeah. Right. Hi, dogs. Sorry about that, folks. Hey, dogs, please. And then just bring it up a little bit. There we go. Did you know? Cool little Arctic fox sign. Ah, and here's another even better one that we have. So meet the Arctic fox. Arctic fox mate for life. Their fur changes with the seasons, and Arctic fox can live up to 10 years. Also has their status and their overall range. So I think let's put that one sort of right over here. Actually, where would people... Because that's... Each area will also have its own big Rand-themed entrance. So I think... More like right here. Meet the Arctic fox. Perfect. We also have this cute little sign. Can't really see it right now. We also have this cute little sign that we can put on and around things. Like we could put it on the side of this building. If it would actually like... Why are you upside down? Fly. But theoretically, we could, you know, have a tricksy little foxy on here, or even like along the here, or we can even do like we could do a couple a little mated pair. Alright, so unless there's stuff in just like Blueprints itself that isn't coming up, I think that's all the very like specific Arctic fox stuff I was able to find. Unfortunately, there wasn't much. Lots of wolf stuff, of course. Okay. Something else I want to add is, especially I think right here. Are you in nature? Facilities? Because I downloaded it in Nookshuk. And of course I can't find it now. Brilliant. Okay, we need to think of what to put in this little gap filler. I wonder if there's any... We just go fox. Oh, what we could put here actually. Where's the information? Yeah, the Arctic Information Center. Just sort of tuck this in right here. And then need washrooms. Excuse me, where's my washrooms? Toilets. There. We have this one. We also have very standard ones. The Arctic Food Court also does have one. Does have some small toilets. I actually think I really like this like Nordic one right here. And so, I think, keeping with that, it's a Nordic village feel. Like that. And then we also have this one with shops and supplies that we can just very promptly put right here. Like that. It seems too small for that space though. That's my issue. Okay. So we've gotten our buildings in. We've gotten our staff area done. We've done all the Arctic Fox specific things that we can in the area. And we really can't do any of like the intricate fine details until stuff starts to go around it, because then we know where exactly it's placed and where we need to fill in. Which means it is time to add the Foxos. That's what this means. We have officially reached adding the Foxos. So first things first, we need to go into animal trading. We're not looking for crocodile. We're gonna look for Arctic Foxos. We're gonna buy them all. Oh my goodness. They're not very healthy. It's fine. Then we go into our animal storage. We send to zoo. What do you mean invalid? Sometimes it does this. Here's the trade center. There is a path. Okay, sometimes it does this where I have to save the zoo and exit out. Before I'll actually recognize that the enclosures are enclosures. I've encountered this bug a couple times. So I'm just going to do that quickly, and then we will get to see the Foxos. I'll make sure that the zoo is actually set to closed, and then we can watch the Foxos in their... I'm being beeped at. In their area. There we go. Species is scheduled delivery. And now what we need to do, totally also forgot this, we need to hire some staff. So we're just going to hire a couple caretakers. Hire a couple keepers for now. We don't need too many. A mechanic. We need some security for the area. We need a vet. And that's it. We're now going to play. And they're all going to run to wherever they need to. Keeper is going to make sure everything is stocked up. Oh, I need a quarantine. Oops. That is the most ugliest quarantine I've ever seen. I don't need a quarantine. Here they are, folks. Here they are. Here's our little Foxos. Oh, look at them. Look at the babies. Oh. Look at how cute they are. I'm just going to make sure quickly that their coldy things are working right. Okay, it is working right. Which means we can now... Oh, look at them. Oh, look at them. Oh, they're so they're so tiny in their giant enclosure. But we can now make all this area snow for them, which will make them so much happier. They have all this snow. Oh, is that our last Foxo? Oh, that is our last Foxo. And join the pack, which if they aren't accepted into the pack, it will like straight up say like the other animals attempt to shank them. Let's just make sure this is all perfect for our new friends. Oh no! What happened to their snow? Oh, range. I did the range to nothing. That's what happened. I did a oopsie poops. Where's our other one? I thought I put it over here. This will tell me what the other one is. Haha! Did put it over here. I'm just blind. Oh, I have to edit the. There we go. Oh, shush. Shush, Abby. Abby. Thank you. We'll do this radius down less so that it's not also hitting the other area. Let's see if that's too small. No, that looks perfect. Then we'll need to copy that again and move that right there. And that should snowify the majority of their area. Oh, look at them. Look at the babies. They're all playing. Okay, let's just make sure they're actually happy. Ooh. Enrichment is not good. There's no species food enrichment over here. And there's too much long grass. Okay. Well then, let's up the grass short. Because there's too much grass long. And I wonder if I actually snow this, if that will make it better. Okay, cool. That's much better. I see they don't like grass long, so we're actually going to do this area a little more grass short. And then we're also going to mix in some rock, so it has better texture. And a little bit of sand, just like at the entrance here. And then some heavy soil. There we go. And now let's get them better enrichment because their enrichment needs are not being met. And that is sad. Enrichment, food. So there's no species food enrichment. Let's do... It's not a Curio ball. Frozen blood pumpkin. Right? Arctic fox. It would help if I spelled correctly. Okay, let's do a bamboo feeder. And we'll do a skittle feeder over there. And then it looks like after we hit play. Alright, our foxes are finally completely happy. Oh, look at it. Oh, look at. Oh, they're playing with bubbles. Oh, look at, they're playing with the bubbles. Oh, he's swimming. This is just the rest of the stream, y'all. I'm just gonna squee at the cuteness. Oh, look at them. Happy fox noises. Oh, Evenin. Are you gonna be the first one to venture into the other side? Oh, you're so brave. Oh, you're such a brave little fox. Are you gonna go all the way? Look at this brave little man. Oh no, he doesn't want to leave the others. Oh, these are the life and times of the Arctic fox. Oh, hello, hello. Yeah, let's see what the others are up to. They have made it. Oh, a couple of them. They went for a swim. And we can actually just focus the camera on one of them. And I think that's just what we're gonna do. I'm going to mute myself, and we're just going to watch the cuteness until I get bored of it. gonna end the stream now. I thank everyone who joined and helped make this awesome fox exhibit, and I hope everyone enjoyed just like watching this fox for the last 20 minutes. It's so cute. I will see you folks on Sunday. We're doing Sleepy Sunday, where it's time to just take time for yourself. I think we're gonna do our walk in Ark Survival, so dinosaurs, which will be really fun. So yeah, I will see you all on Sunday. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their week.